And if you're wondering why I move the way I do, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so good.
Today is the start of a new series on the channel. In addition to my upload on Sundays, we're going to be starting a second weekly upload on Tuesdays for... That is right, we're going to do Taco Tuesday every Tuesday throughout the summer, and maybe even longer, who knows. In order for a taco to be a taco in this series, it needs to fulfill these 3 criteria. 1, there is some type of main filling. 2, there is some foldable or rollable vessel that holds the filling. And 3, it has to be eaten with your hands. These criteria are very, very general, and it's for a good reason. If you think about tacos like the Al Pastor taco, those didn't even come around until like the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s when Lebanese immigrants came to Mexico, and it's really a riff off of the Arab shawarma. While we will do a lot of traditional tacos during the series, I also want to be able to make something like the chicken biscuit taco, if I so please. That being said, today we're starting off with a basic taco with lots of flavor. We're going to make shredded poached chicken, some spiced pickled red onions, and finish out with a fresh tomatillo salsa. Hope you guys enjoy. So what's great about this taco recipe is that it's 3 components, and these are loosely based from Rick Bayless's authentic Mexican cookbook, and you can make all of these components ahead of time. So on a busy weeknight, or if you're making this for a large group, this would be a great thing to serve. But anyway, let's start with our poached chicken. I'm gonna be using some boneless, skinless chicken thighs for this recipe, but you could do breast or bone in. You could do a whole chicken if you wanted, and really all we have to do is cook this in some water with aromatics, cook it down, and then everything just shreds up nice and easy. So let's make that chicken. Alright, so we let our chicken cool off the heat for about 10 minutes, and now it's ready to shred this up. And I'm telling you, the broth in there just imparts so much subtle flavors into this, but it's not overpowering at all, so you could use this in almost any dish if you wanted to. So now that we've got everything shredded up, make sure you add an extra little pinch of salt throughout, just to help it get that nice even seasoning throughout. And then also, I like to come in, if I feel it's a little bit dry, this is actually looking pretty good at the moment, but if it is a little bit dry, just add some more of your poaching liquid and just stir that in. And also, if you are gonna store this a couple days ahead of time, definitely make sure you drop in some juice, because then that'll warm up and be so much better once you reheat it. Now that we have the chicken out of the way, let's move on to our first topping, which if you've seen some of my videos in the past, if you really think it was gonna be anything other than pickled onions, these are an absolute staple in my fridge, and by the end of this taco series, I'm pretty sure everyone is also going to have them in their fridge at all times, because I throw these on everything. And all it is just throwing some aromatics in with vinegar, water, and some cut up onions, and then you store it in your fridge for 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, and you always have some flavor on hand that you can add to almost any dish. So let's cook them up.
Spending money like I just got paid. $100 bills, tell them keep the change. Come on. Pop a bottle, about to make it rain. Let me give you something now to celebrate. Come on. And if you're wondering why I move the way I do, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so good.
So fragrant. The whole cumin spices and whole peppercorns, you gotta try them. You can omit them if you want, but I'm telling you, it makes this jar of happiness so much better. But now that we have this done, we need to make our tomatillo salsa. And these tomatillas are smaller than what you'll find in the grocery store normally. We picked these from my dad's garden. But this salsa is super simple. All you do is just throw everything in a food processor or a blender and then just adjust some salt and lime juice to taste. And there you have it. So let's finish out these tacos and make our salsa.
Like a superstar, yeah, come on. And if you're wondering why I move the way I do, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, 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 I just feel so good. If you feel it, just dance along. Keep the feeling going on and on. If you feel it, just dance along, dance along, dance along. Yeah. Yeah, if you feel it, just dance along. Got to keep the feeling going on and on. Yeah, if you feel it, just dance along, dance along. Oh, it just feels so good. I just feel so good.
Much better. Had to get the official taste test chair for Taco Tuesday. One thing that I did want to point out before we do the taste test is how important salt is to all of these components. Think about it. For salt in the pickled onions, we added it with the brining liquid. For the salt in the chicken, we added it to the initial poaching liquid, but we also sprinkled it in while we were shredding it, just so that gets nice and evenly seasoned throughout. And then last but not least, the tomatillo salsa. We salted the water that we boiled the tomatillas in, and then we finished it with some more salt just to help balance out and get those seasonings working. Salt is going to enhance the flavors of all these things. But without further ado, taste test time. That's a good taco, my friends. You get those nice little charred bits, which I forgot to mention, I just threw them on the gas grill for about 20-30 seconds, get a little char on there. The juiciness from the chicken is just so tender, and it's nicely seasoned. You can't beat that. And then coming in with these two guys, which just provide all the kick and contrast to your taste buds. We get that nice sourness, and then we get some spiciness with those serranos. You could also make this with habaneros, jalapenos, whatever you guys want to. I think this is a very successful first Taco Tuesday. Looking forward to making a lot more tacos with you guys for the rest of the summer. So definitely subscribe to stay updated to all the videos, and drop a like if you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you all in the next one.